One voice. We're all in, you know.
I've money on my brain, the all you're saying. Ice and chains, fly out a plane. I've money on my brain, crypto all you're saying. Talk out with the cool, man, I swear to the lane. Ice on my neck, that shine like a chain. If you don't talk money, man, I know what you're saying. Bitcoin hot, just body stocks. Nas with the 100, but I never gas. I went out the hood, out of the app, full of be a cheddar. Every day that we make money, when I feel like.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Malik here, and today we'll be looking at my 4 trades on nas100. Basically I had 2 about break-even trades. One was a $0 loss, one was a $8 loss. For a lot of these trades I was in profits, or not a lot, but at some point I was in profit. I didn't take it and I got stopped out. For this last one, I was in from 10 a.m. I was in profits for a little bit. I didn't take it because I was expecting price to kind of move more. I was up not a good amount of money, so I didn't feel comfortable taking it. So I ended up losing about 48 on the day. Not too bad, still in profits, but I actually, if you're looking at it now, I'm actually losing some of the big profits I made the other day. So I'm definitely going to improve that. Something I noted yesterday, just following the daily strategy, even though we closed low, there was a clean, the day, the day started clean at the very least. That's what I would want to say. Let me show you. If you go back to 10 during the day, at this point, what was the daily? Oh man, it's not even showing. But all right, let me show you. I will create the candle for you to show you how the day looked. So this is the candle. So 18. This is what this daily candle looked like at this point. Well, what's this? 8. But semi-typical daily strategy, where I entered 6 in the direction, wake up at 6, close the trade. So this is like 5. Okay. I would have probably, say I closed at 7. Looking at this trade, right? So we have a long position here, entering at 18, just when the market opens, $20 risk. You can get a 7 to 1, to be honest. Clean, just off a daily candle, but you would have to close on that daily candle move. But I'm trying to explain to you that today was just a nice solid green candle that I notice a lot. Sometimes you have a solid candle. Once you don't get wicked out, you can probably catch a nice move like this regularly, and you see me do it more. After I was looking at my accounts, like statistics, and it actually showed me that the trades that I make the most money from is when I'm entering around this time, getting that move, and then closing it out probably before the entire day. So sometimes a problem I have is that when it moves, I don't close it and it goes higher, or I close it and it goes higher, or I don't close it and it comes back to my stop loss. So what I want to catch more of is just when it expands higher, because on a trade I made say $600, and then if it expands higher I can probably go for $1,000 easily, and even up in my risk it will make a lot more consistent profits, and just keep that risk on the lower end, because I'm trying to risk about 20. Maybe I can risk 40, maybe I can go up to 200. It depends on how much times me risking that amount will clear my account, basically. Let's look at the actual trades that I made today. So let's look at, boom. So we're looking at first trade, which was at 9 a.m. So So this one was very bullish. So I entered for a sell at 18,178.6. That stopped out at 18,201.4. It was a sell. My apologies. So 18,178.6. That stopped out at 18,201.4 for a total loss of 2070. So you can see price, I entered here, price came and knocked me out there. Total loss of 2070. On this one I entered, okay, so this is the one I was explaining that I was up on. I was up, moved my stop loss to break even, got stopped out. So I could have actually taken this. This would have been a profit of like 26, so it wasn't too crazy. I didn't feel like taking it, but at the same time I could have taken it. That would have been brought me to a break even day, which is not bad. So I entered here at 18,195. I got stopped out at 18,195, but I'll just put it at 18,193 just to give it a little difference. And so at this point, I was in on this candle, allowing it to run. Then on the 10 o'clock, I got stopped out. So you can see at 10 o'clock, price was up here. So I was in profits, and then price came back down sharply, knocked me out. And then I think there was some news release as well. We can actually look at that. So here's the news from Grok. So the news release at 10 a.m. today that made stocks drop was the inflation data for March coming in higher than expected. This report indicated that US consumer prices picked up again, vaulting to a 3.5% increase for the 12 months ended in March, according to the latest consumer price index data. This hotter than expected report has raised concerns among investors and the Federal Reserve, making a cut in interest rate this year seems less likely, not even a cut. Wow. Consequently, this led to a significant drop in the stock market, with the Dow closing 422 points lower, the S&P closing 1%, and the tech sector also experiencing a decline. The tech sector is nas100 that I'm trading here. This reaction reflects the market's sensitivity to inflation data and the potential impact on future interest rate decisions by the Federal Reserve. Wow. So this is what actually stopped me out here. I moved my stop to break even. So if I didn't do that, I would have gotten stopped out for $20. That's exactly what happened here. So you can see how price reacts to something like that, something clear like that. It's a full explanation. That's why I use AI. It's very clear, very nice. Next trade now, I had entered to the buy side because I was looking for the market to reverse. I like this way because it actually shows what was happening during the time. So just a little bit more in detail. So this one I entered at 18,212. So at this point, I was looking for the market to bounce from here. So I stopped at 18,184.1. What's going on here? Oh, it's gonna 18,212.8, 18,184.1. Why is it doing all that? What's going on? 18,122.8. Why is it doing that? Oh, okay. 18,122.8. Oh, 1841. No. 122.8. Wow, what's going on? 212.8. That was my entry. Wow. Okay, 18.3. Gotcha. 18,212.8. Then I got stopped out at 18,184. Total loss of 20.23. I got stopped out on the same 10 o'clock candle. You can see how fast it dropped. And then I had entered on a sell on the 10 o'clock candle and held it until 3. Let's see if I was up for any amount of time holding that trade. I moved down my stop loss. So I would have typically lost $20 on this trade, but I was not feeling it, especially since price didn't kind of move in the direction. So I just moved the stop loss close to break even. That way, if price came back, I would just not lose all of the money I put up. So is this accurate now? 18,147.4. I got stopped out at 18,157.7 for a total loss of $8.40. When did I get stopped out? So I entered here on the 10, didn't get stopped out on the 11 because price was lower. You can see at some point price actually hit. Wow. So wow. Really having a epiphany where it's like, okay, this is not accurate. Let's say my stop was 20. I could really take a 1-to-1 on these trades. 1-to-1, consistent 1-to-1s if I'm hitting. And then sometimes I go for some 1-to-2s. This one could have been a 1-to-2. Clean 1-to-2. Clean 1-to-2. Okay. Because I'm targeting like 1-to-7s, but I can probably get the clean 1-to-2s. I wouldn't have been stopped out as yet. No stop yet. Could have closed out there. Coming for your stop there. Easily taking your stop to come back lower. Oh, that's where we are now. It's very interesting though. Very interesting looking at this because you can see price came almost to just retest the middle of that before probably coming lower. Wow. Let's move to the watch list now. So we have Bitcoin. What did Bitcoin do today? What did the market overall do today? If the market was a candle, you'd go here. That was the entire move of the market. With this as a wick and this as a wick. Market didn't do much today. Going to Bitcoin now. Okay. Bitcoin had a nice sell-off today. If you didn't get topped out here, it would have been a nice play. Wow. This is, wow, I'm like actually seeing the price action. Yeah, so I'm actually seeing the price action where it actually came to a level that I drew out. It's messing with the level. And you just need to take it down from that level. At what time was this now? 10. Wow. Does it always trade like this? So let's mark the 10s and the 9s and the 6s because those are the times that I'm looking at the market. Like something to draw. So 10. Where's the 6 now? This is 6. 6. 10. Look for another 10. Why it's just like 10 seem to be key moments in the market where you can get a bigger move. Let's look for the 6 now. This is the 6. And then 10 is probably this. Whoa. And then we're looking for another 6. Granted, you probably could have missed the move, but there was still a move here. You'd have to take it there. Wow. You wouldn't have get the chance to trade this. Next 10 would be here, where there was an opportunity for a move down. Wow. He's playing with the EMA though. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Alright, let's document some stuff. But interesting here. So we are at 60,984. 60,845. So Bitcoin is lower than yesterday, the day before. It's coming closer to where it was on the 2nd of May. Tesla, I believe it would be lower today. Yeah, so Tesla is lower at 167. You can see the last time it was close to this price, it was April 24th. So that's a slippery slide. Okay, here at April 26th. So it's a slip. It kind of slipped all of these days closes, got to that level very quickly. You can see he had a big sell off today at 10 actually. But I've had a put here. IMMR, I would expect it to go higher. Yeah, wow. IMMR is just shooting up by itself. Wow. Bitfarms, I would expect it lower, 1.7. Yeah. So I'm talking about like they're feeling it more than anybody else. Bitfarms is still continuing lower, and nvda I would expect it a little higher. Even though the day is showing you a sell-off, never mind that. The day is showing you a sell-off, it's actually higher than yesterday at 896 because people are positioning. Like I'm seeing them position in the background here. Look at this. You have big buying at 4, taking you from this level. You're up here now. You sell off to look normal, and now you're trading. Very interesting. What's this? What's this? This is the 9. And do you enter a sell for that gap fill? Wow. Because you have a sell here and can kind of gap fill. Wow. You have a bunch of gap fills though. What the hell? Like, look here. You when you get big like that, you trade up, you get a sell. Wow. Like I could run this up on like a trade the pool or something. Because you have an either expansion or the gap fills. When you have the gap fills, you'd have to be in this. Wow, wow. These are some big. Are they big moves? So it's like 893 to 915, or you can get, so you get a move from 920 to 896. Those are shares. It depends. It depends. Let's look at AMD now. I would expect it to be the same price. Yeah, 151. So you can see AMD is not moving around much. Seems like it's something is going to happen though. It's like ready to do a crazy move. I would. Let's see. So I was considering buying like a AMD put or something, but what I what I don't like with options is that they, even if AMD gets to 142, if it doesn't get there within 14 days, I lose my money. But it's possible that AMD does that. That's what I'm looking at. If it makes a sudden move like this down to here to 140, or it makes a sudden move up to 160, we can see that it cost me $214 to make this trade. Um, can I do here? So you can see my break even is 162. So AMD has to get to 162 in 14 days for me to even break even. Yes, AMD can go much higher, but who knows where it's going to go, to be honest. But you can see anytime you have tight ranges like this, price tends to move in a direction very violently. And worse, let's look at SMCI now. What happened to yesterday's narrative? Wow. SMCI is not too far off. Has to stay there with NVIDIA, So let's write in today's narrative. So overall, Bitcoin lower, Tesla lower, MMR very bullish, separate from market. NVIDIA higher, sneaky, can be good short-term trade. AMD tight range. SMCI following NVIDIA closely. Very interesting. If NVIDIA, wow, let's even look at that. Let's look at SM. There you go. Let's got SMCI. There is a possibility of SMCI getting back to 1,000, I would say. Very interesting. Do you know about the debit spread? So between here and here, this is $1,000 essentially, right? If SMCI gets up to this price, so what do I have? Could even do something stupid like this, but this would cost $600. So you can see the kind of trade I'm structuring here. It's unlikely, but it's possible. But you can see that my max profit on this is 20,000. My max risk is 555, and that's a debit spread. Very interesting. I might consider something like this because it doesn't have to be this. Say we go for one like this as well. This becomes a $400 risk for $10,000. We don't have to be too greedy either. I can go for $200 to make 5,000. It can even come closer. $100 to make 1,800. Not bad. And I can even buy three of these to make 3,000. Very interesting. I might do the $600 one. Doesn't look bad. I would probably need a little more time though, but the aim is NVIDIA earnings. Whenever NVIDIA has earnings, when it gets into that $1,000 range, we will definitely see something. I definitely might consider it. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.